Greetings and welcome, one and all. Finally, after countless eons trapped within the depths of the warp, the rogue traders appear once again to try and find what lies within the darkest outreaches of Rogue Trader. I am David, and I'm joined today by my brother-in-arms, the one, the only, Hogfater Jhon. Greetings, brother. It has been far, far too long.
The mind scratches quake in my bones.
Excellent, excellent. How you doing? So we're gonna do.
Been good, mate. It's been a while.
It has.
We're doing this from the top.
We are a completely new game because it's been far too long and I can't remember anything.
It's just as well. There's been like some pretty hefty updates as well, so it's always worth.
Excellent.
With, going from the top.
Excellent. We're going to do it on normal difficulty.
Why not? Why not?
We're not going to go on fair or daring or hard or chaos. We're just going to go normal, basically.
Yeah.
And I'm going to do my own custom character. So this first bit is like what we like to call character creation time.
Oh, I love a bit of character creation, mate.
We have to create our very own rogue trader from scratch. The possibilities are endless when it comes to customizing our characters, choosing the homeworld, gender, background, and more. You can also choose from a wide variety of combat, social, and technical skills, and the ability which to determine how your character interacts with the world and what kinds of challenges they're capable of overcoming. Finally, you can choose your character's archetype. Each archetype path offers its own unique opportunities and challenges, so choose wisely. With all the customization options at your fingertips, you can create one-of-a-kind rogue trader and embark on an adventure unlike any other in the world of Warhammer 40k. And I have no idea what happened with my voice.
Yeah, where? So from the deepest, darkest reaches of Russia, apparently.
Let's hope not. Let's hope not.
Anyway, let's get started.
That did. Let's have a look at these portraits. Ooh, there's a commissar. She's pretty cool. There's a male commissar.
She is pretty.
That's like a cutthroat. Nobles.
Nobles.
Standard rogue trader stuff.
Yeah, fairly standard.
We can be a sister of battle by the looks of things.
I don't think you can be an actual sister of battle. You can certainly look close to it.
Oh yeah.
I believe that is still just a chaplain.
Yeah, I think I'll go. I think I'm playing with as a psyker, so I'll choose a psyker portrait. We're gonna go zooming in. Face customization time, guys. It's gonna take a while. It's the derpy one. No, let's not go for derpy one. Let's go with that ruggedly looking guy there. Let's go with
Handsome man.
a skinny chap, because psychers aren't exactly known for their physical prowess. And
No, not especially.
let's go with a slightly. Yeah, let's go with that.
A slightly slight build.
Slight build with that sort of skin color. Hair.
Okay.
Let's go. Let's have a look. What hair do we have? What options? Oh my word, we can make somebody from Tekken. No, let's not.
From Tekken? Oh my god.
Not the Tekken universe. That hair looks pretty cool. Let's make it a dark hair color. Yeah, that's nice. Keep the eyebrows. Keep the eyebrows. Get the eyebrows dark. Let's give him a beard. Beard of power. A beard.
Your dad's not got a beard. You've got 2 mums.
I mean, I don't have a beard RRL, so you know.
And little baby Eisenhorn has two mums. I'm sorry, it's just the way that things are.
Heresy. We'll go with that. Make him look like that. Tattoos. We'll go Imperial scripture stuff on the arms because I just think it looks cool.
You know what the best part of this is?
Oh, I can't have 2 tattoos.
No, you can't. If you see it's where it says 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5.
Oh, yeah,
to
yeah.
5 tattoos. The best part of this is I can only see through your stream delay, so I'm seeing all of your decisions about a minute after you've made them.
Fair enough. I do apologise.
That's fine.
Yeah, we'll go with those. The two Imperial tattoos. Arguments. Psychers always need some sort of argument. They've got the standard sort of like wires in the head. Is there any others that look like they should fit? Yeah, like that one on the side. Cool. Voice. No. No. No.
Bold female.
Done and done. I like that one. We'll go with that. Homeworlds. Right, so for those of you who are new to 40k, there are multiple worlds within the Imperium of Man. Each one specializing in their own strengths and weaknesses. For example, the Death World, a world where everything and anything can try and kill you, like Australia.
Basically.
But worse.
Space Australia. I mean, strictly speaking, if we're going by like generally accepted sci-fi, Earth is a death world because we're on a tilted. We rotate on a tilted axis.
Mm-hmm.
And that causes like weird weather. I believe that the home world of the salamanders is a death world.
It is. It is a world of volcanoes and fire, where great beasts known as drakes and dragons lie beneath the surface and scorch the world asunder.
But death worlds can also be like forests and stuff, so it does run the gambit.
Oh yeah, definitely.
It usually just means heavily opposed to human habitation.
Mm-hmm.
And then of course you got Voidborn, who are born in space.
Yeah, and for our psychic build, that's the best one to go with. Because
Voidborn.
Yeah, willpower and intelligence.
It does. Yeah, that you're not wrong. I will say that Forge, if you want to make your character like good at talking, Forge World's actually better because with Forge World you can have your talkie skills.
Mm-hmm.
You can have them work with your intelligence instead of your what's it called?
Charisma.
Yes.
Or fellowship, as this one. Yeah, fellowship.
Yeah, instead of fellowship.
A hive world is basically, imagine a city that's the size of a planet with multiple layers upon it.
Coruscant in Star Wars would be a really good representation of a hive world.
And a fortress world is, as the name suggests, a world that is literally a fortress. But we're going to go with Voidborn because
Cadia stands.
Cadia stands, brother. Because
and an Imperial world is a fairly just generic sci-fi planet.
Yeah. We also get the fortune ability with the Voidborn, which gives us extra, can basically reroll any failed attack, dodge, parry, charismatic, or skill test.
But it limits it to a 20% chance of success.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. And then you've got your different sort of people. You've got your commanders of armies, which is... Yep. You've got your guys that keep your army in check.
The commissar.
Crime lord. Your priests. Yep. Your navy officers. So basically these guys are like space navy people. Nobles, who I don't like. And of course the one that we will have to go with, the Sanctioned Psyker.
Sanctioned Psyker. It's the only way to play as a Psyker.
It is. Psykers are feared and distrusted, but are nonetheless valuable assets to the Imperium. The role of the Adeptus Astartes Telepathia is to recruit, identify, and classify those that possess psychic abilities. The most powerful who somehow survive the vigorous sanctuary rituals are selected to serve on the battlefield. The mind of a sanctioned psyker is steeled against the mindful dangers risked by wielding the powers of the warp. You are one who is found worthy to serve humanity and rectifies the perils of the warp. Basically, if you do too much, you get yourself a bit booped.
You're a wizard, Harry.
But with drawbacks.
It's like being a psyker is like being a blacksmith, only you're shaping the metal with your hands.
And there's 5 different types of psyker. There's the biomancer, which specializes in manipulating biological energy and processes with the power of the mind. Masters of flesh learn to shape and influence their own physical form according to their will. It gives us iron arms. Target gains 10 plus 4 times the psyker's psi rating to strength and toughness. So if we wanted to be more of a combat psyker, we can weaken our enemies. We can gain extra turns.
They're like a buff versus debuff character.
Yeah. You got your diviner. They seek to discern the hidden paths of the galaxy and know the course of events yet to come. These abilities allow you to divine look and twisted strands of the Imperium in search of the answers they seek, and sometimes influence the outcome of battle. So that's like you can increase a target's dodge and parry. You can basically, that's another buffing, but to more of a defensive thing. Pyromancer, fire.
If we were to put it in like D&D terms, you're really more of a cleric than you are a wizard.
Yeah. Pyromancer, one word, fire.
Yeah, does what it says. Take a breath.
I love High Gothic sometimes. Sanctic. Connection to the Golden Throne. So this is a support role, allowing allies in circle gain +1 psi rating to the end of save. Purge soul. Hammer of the Emperor. So these guys are basically channeling the power of the Emperor through themselves and healing.
Very much closer to straight up priests than not priests like the other origin.
Yeah.
But like more typical like fantasy priests where they're channeling the power of their god to achieve something.
And then telepaths who just mess with your head.
Yeah, basically.
As we are in the 41st millennium, there's only one correct choice. Pyromancer. Because then we get to purge heretics with 4 different types of fire.
Are you saying that you're not going to worship the Emperor?
Oh, I always worship the Empire. I just worship the Emperor of holy fire. Alright, Triumph. Upon solving the mysterious physical activity Xenos artifact, you manage to destroy the creation of countless enemies of humanity. Glory. I think I saved a pilgrim ship by stopping a warp breach. The power of your sorcery crushed a demon out of the archenemy and drove it back into the warp. What does that give us?
Coercion.
So it gives us coercion.
Which is like your ability to like threaten people.
Persuasion. And law. I'm going to go with the law one, I think.
I'm going to advise you that like
maybe persuasion.
You can get persuasion might be better because you can get just like law from it.
Yeah.
The party rolls with like whoever has the highest in this game. So
Okay.
It's just like you'll have party members with high thingy anyway.
Cool. And now for our darkest hour, we can have Grim Prospects, Brand of Shame, Shadow of Torment. Ew. What is awareness? Makes us less aware of spotting traps. Well, we're not really that kind of character, so I'll go with Brand of Shame.
So your sorcery, these do have like gameplay
Oh, yeah.
implications as well, because these are like your backstory.
Okay, your sorcery caused the warp manifestation aboard a void ship claiming that. No!
I thought that might change your mind.
You were accused of being possessed by a warp entity and forced into exile, leaving your soul forever scarred. An error during the sanctioning process brought you many hours of agony, which nearly cost you your life. I'm gonna go with the agony one, I think.
Yeah. I thought that might be the way that we were gonna go.
Archetypes. We're gonna go operative, I think.
Operative.
Operative. An operative uses intelligence and perception to find and exploit weaknesses in an enemy's defenses. None can standard attack from an operative. Precision single attacks, defensive penetration, area debuffs, consistent fire and position. Analyze enemies, exploit weakness. Analyze enemy, operate targets, line of sight, target immediately gains +1 intelligent bonus to exploits. The operative removes all exploits from the target, decreasing the target's dodge, parry, and armor by something. Okay.
By a certain amount, yes.
So that's more for support.
By 15 plus exploits removed times your perception bonus? Persuasion? I don't know.
Warrior.
I'm assuming it's perception.
Officer. Yeah, because we're going with the Psyker, I think that's probably the more...
I will say that like the official Psyker companion that you get is also an operative, so I think that does say something to the validity of that belief.
Cool. Characteristics. Oh my word.
Oh, it is perception. There we go.
Alright. So, if I remember correctly, it's every 10, isn't it? Get a minus to strength, because we're not strengthy boys. We do have 40 will. I've got 30 points to spend. Let's round up my intelligence to 40.
Not a bad idea.
So let's do.
You can only put 10 points in to any of these stats, and I think you used to have 30, so you can. You've got a bit to play with.
Yeah. Let's round off the toughness as well. So I got a good.
Yeah, cross your board.
Cross me board.
That makes sense.
I've got 20 skills to spend.
Do you intend to use melee weapons or guns?
I'll probably stay at range. So if I put 10 into ballistic.
Yeah, I'm just thinking if you boost that a little bit.
To keep him at
and
range.
After that, I think find out which is your primary damage skill with your Psyker abilities. It's either intelligence or willpower. So find out which one that is. And then definitely drop some points in that.
So intelligence. Does
with non-burst ranged area attacks.
And willpower. Reflects the character's ability to stand holes of the warp, the tears of space, dreadful opponents they are bound to incur in the expanse. High willpower allows characters to experience control over a crowd, uncontested heresy. Also increases the psychic powers, so we need to put 10 more points into willpower.
Yeah, resisting the negative effects of and psychic powers.
So yeah, we'll put. Yeah. Okay. Voice ship, class figure, patient fortune. Now, Twitch chat, if you are here and you wish to name our ship, you can do so. If not,
will be in the chat taking the poll.
If there are any suggestions, now's the time to do them. This is the point where you can name our vessel to venture forth into the expanse upon the astral rays to bring forth the word of the Emperor of Mankind. If not, we'll just call it...
We're going to call it Boaty McBokeface.
Exactly. You have exactly
5 minutes.
No, not 5 minutes.
2 minutes.
2 minutes. 2 minutes. 2 minutes.
Start the clock now.
Clock is started. We have a 2-minute countdown on suggestions for names of the frigate, or it will be called, and I kid you not, Ultimate Boatface. Now, as awesome and as fun as that would be for a ship of the 41st millennium to be called, it's not exactly lore-friendly.
No.
No. But
I would like to put forth Helena's Fury as a name.
we have nor is HMS Buttworms.
Yeah. Is that a suggestion, or is that just an example of a bad name?
Yeah, is that a suggestion of an example of a bad name? Helena's Fury is a good one. So my co-host has suggested Helena's Fury.
Just because anything's better than Ultimate Boat.
And Buttworms.
And we can always just, because like this is an ancient ship, we can always just say that Helena was maybe the first captain of this ship.
Exactly.
It's her Fury. We're creating lore.
Yes, lore upon which this vessel shall ride forth into the expanse and bring forth the traders. We have now 1 minute left for any other suggestions for the name of our sword-classed frigate. Our 6 megatons that carries over 2,600,000 people upon it. Estimated approximate to
a lot of people.
Yeah, it is over 1.6 kilometers in length, which is pretty goddamn long.
There are cities smaller than that.
There are cities smaller than that. It is only 0.3 kilometers wide, so they're packed in pretty tight.
Sardines.
In some areas, they're packed in pretty tight. All right. 3, 2, 1. As a streamer, and as there have been no other suggestions, I am choosing Helena's Fury.
HELENA''S.
It's in the chat. Thank you. Helena's Fury. Next. And we are happy, so we shall apply and finally delve into the game. 25 minutes and 50 seconds in. Mark.
Is it 25 minutes in already?
Yep.
It's not about that.
Ignatius. Name.
Honestly, with a pyromancer, Ignatius isn't the worst name.
It isn't. Ashtaban, Albury, Zachary, Clement. Hi, I'm Clement. I'll be your latest fire dude. Chabaz.
The new captain of Helena's Fury. My name's Clement.
Sigmund. Percival. I'm just hitting the random one. Just Right. What was the how do you spell Ignatius again? Or Ignitus? Ignitus. Ignitus. Ignite.
Ignitus is a great name.
How do you spell it? I think I've got Ignite right. Ignitus.
No H.
There we go. Ignitus. Venture forth!